Liberals are bending over backwards trying to turn Renee Nicole Good into the next George Floyd, and it's laughable. It's not just a bad comparison, it's a shameless attempt to hijack a tragedy and twist it into a political weapon. This isn't empathy. This is narrative manufacturing at its most cynical. Let's stop pretending these two cases share anything beyond the word death. The two were not what I would call upstanding model citizens. However, George Floyd's death, whether people agreed with the protests or not, forced a national conversation about policing. It was a moment that exposed real questions about force, restraint, and accountability. Renee Nicole Good. She didn't die doing anything that her last name would suggest. She didn't die because of systemic oppression. She didn't die because an officer abused power. She died because she defied orders, broke the law, and tried to use her car as a battering ram against a federal agent. The footage is out there. The sequence is clear. There is no mystery, no conspiracy, no hidden context. She escalated a situation into violence, or rather, the wife did, and the consequences were immediate. That's not martyrdom. That's cause and effect. But here's where the hypocrisy becomes impossible to ignore. Liberals don't actually care about her as a person. They care about her as a symbol, a pawn. They care because she was on their ideological side, and that alone is enough for them to rewrite the script. If she would have succeeded in killing said agent, she would be hailed a hero by the left. But when it's one of their own, suddenly it's a civil rights tragedy. Suddenly it's a national crisis. Suddenly they're pretending this is the next chapter in some grand narrative of oppression. It's performative outrage, and it collapses the second you apply even a millimeter of scrutiny. This isn't about justice. It's about tribal loyalty. It's about weaponizing grief when it's convenient and ignoring it when it's not. It's about bending reality to fit a political script, and trying to force the Renee Nicole Good case into the same frame as George Floyd isn't just dishonest, it's insulting to anyone paying attention. If people want to debate policing, fine. But this comparison needs to come to an end now, because the ones that are doing so will get many of their team members hurt, or worse.